I'd like to welcome all of you to our inaugural Touchtown Talks. My name is Mike Rethledge. I lead the Touchtown team here based out of Pittsburgh, PA. I'm really excited to start off this program and have some special guests here with us. First and foremost being Vince and Ben from the Touchtown team. Vince and Ben have been with us for a really long time. They're going to be showing you a variety of information today. But just a few housekeeping things first that I'd like to share. One, again, I already mentioned for those who've been on, you should be muted and without camera. And so all you should be seeing is the three of us. Sorry in advance. But we have a lot of great things to show you. And really, the purpose of this webinar, as you saw in the emails when you signed up, is a few things. Number one, for Touchtown, we are really exploding in terms of things that we are adding to the product. And we are always challenged with how we can communicate those things to you. And so last year alone, we had 11 different releases throughout the year, almost one a month. And that's a tremendous amount of new functionality that it's hard to keep up with as customers and as an organization to push out and tell you everything that's happening. In addition to that, though, not only adding new features, we're adding a lot of new content and a lot of new partnerships that really kind of further your dollar with Touchtown. And so we're going to be talking a lot about that today. And these two gentlemen with me are going to play a huge role in that. So this is going to be a regular series. We're going to be scheduling this webinar every third Wednesday of the month. So you can mark your calendars now. And we will have a similar format where there'll be special guests and there will be partners, but also some Touchtown folks talking about a variety of topics. And we're really excited about that because we want to bring more to you, both from a product, from a content, from a partnership standpoint, and expose all the great things that a lot of folks are doing. Like our friends at Eversound that are with us today, they're doing some great things in senior living and doing some great things with us. And we want to highlight all those pieces. So I know we're already a few minutes in. I tend to talk too much already. So let's get started. And the first thing I'd like to do, again, is introduce Ben Grants. He is our solution architect. If you've ever purchased something from Touchtown in the last couple of years, you've likely done a demo with Ben. Ben is the first person a lot of folks talk to when they are looking to purchase Touchtown or have questions about Touchtown. So he is our charismatic solution architect. And so really excited to have him here to show off our latest integration with full counts. We're going to spend a few minutes there and then hit another variety of topics. So Ben, you're up first. Take it away.
What an intro. Yeah, I appreciate that. And for those of you that I have spoken to, thanks so much for taking the time, and sorry that you have to see me again. But we are really excited to show this off, right? This is something a lot of you have requested. And I think the Touchtown team has done a better and better job of responding to these kind of requests from our customers. And so, we get a lot of requests for dining solutions and dining integrations in general. And then the number one request that we got was an integration with full count. And so we're excited to be able to show you guys that, we have launched that integration. So we now have a true API integration with the full count product. So for any of you at a community using full count, we can really smoothly integrate that directly into the Touchtown apps now. And so what I'm going to show you here is what that resident experience looks like. And really the huge piece of this for your residents and also for you as team members is that because I'm logged into the app as Roger, I do not need to log into full count a separate time, right? It knows that I'm Roger because I'm logged into the Touchtown apps. And so that's the benefit of the API integration. I don't have to do that work in additional time because I'm logged in as Roger. I can simply click on the full count app within Touchtown. And you'll see that I can, whether you use the points per day or the charge system through full count, they have a number of different ways that you can set up the meal balance. Regardless, we integrate. It doesn't matter how yours is set up. We can integrate directly with full count. And then I, as a resident, can come in here and historically, and dynamically see that usage for last month, the month before, and truly kind of track usage. So you'll see that, I had this is very unrealistic, but, I had 4 meals used last month, but 15 the month before. So I get, kind of a real-time view into the balance. And then additionally, I can now go into transaction history, and now I can see each of those individual purchases. So I'm not only seeing that balance adjust in real time, I can also see a running tally of, my historical purchases. And so very easy for the residents to access. very easy for us to stand up, and we'd love the opportunity to answer any additional questions that your team members have about this, or to show it off on a call. So I think that leads us into the fact that, as I mentioned, we really are prioritizing more and more integrations based upon the requests that you make. Content partnerships with great providers like Eversound that you're going to hear a lot more about today. And so we do encourage any of you that haven't already to visit our website. You can come to this partners and integrations page, and you're going to see, not just the direct integrations that we have, but also all kinds of compatible applications and content partners.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. And I think the full count integration is just another big step. And again, as Ben mentioned, this was one of the most requested integrations we've had. So really appreciate all of you that always send us your feedback. And just as a side note too, Ben was showing the browser version of this. Of course, if you have the app, you also have the mobile and tablet version where you can check all that information as residents. So Ben, thanks for showing that off. And of course, if you'd like to learn more, reach out to us. We'd be happy to show you for those mutual customers between us and Full Count. So Ben, thank you. And it was a great lead in here with the partners integrations page to introduce Vince Ventura. This webinar, we really hope to be some quick hits for you with a lot of information. So apologies if we go fast, but we've got a lot to show you in 45 minutes. But Vince is really my partner in crime here with content. Vince is relatively new to Touchtown, joined us last fall, but is making a huge impact. And he is leading our content strategy and content partnerships. So a lot of the folks you see here on this page, Vince is in charge of curating and talking with to really give you more content for your community. So I love to introduce Vince now to you. I love his energy and everything he's bringing to the Touchtown product. He's going to show you some great things and the impact that he's making. So Vince, welcome.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. That's very flattering, and I hope I can live up to it. Buckle up, everybody, because we do have a lot to cover today. The first thing I want to dive into is our Content Manager homepage. Now, if you're a Touchtown subscriber, you've been on this page countless times, but you may have noticed in the past few weeks, we've given it a bit of a facelift. We really want the Content Manager homepage to be a central location where you can get all of the information and all the resources that you'll need to be successful with Touchtown. You'll notice up here at the top, these links, you may have seen them down at the bottom before. We've moved them up to the top so that you know where they are and you can access them at all times. First and foremost, we have training and instruction guides. When you click on this, it's going to redirect you to our, excuse me, it keeps taking me to the next page there. It's going to redirect you to Town Square and show you a little bit more about how we work with our customers to get you set up and able to use Touchtown efficiently. Let me go over to Town Square here and show you what I'm talking about. So when you log into Town Square, first and foremost, if you're not registered in Town Square, you'll see all of these things here. These are PDF guides that you can use to get familiar with Touchtown, even before you have your login credentials in Town Square. Once you log into Town Square, though, you're going to see a whole lot of good stuff that you can get your hands into. Over here, you'll see all of the equipment that's registered to your account. These are all of your digital signs. These are your apps if you have apps. It's your TV Plus if you have TV Plus. And you can check to see what the status is. Is it in service? Is it a new piece of equipment that you still have to get set up? Is it in progress? Are you waiting on us for something, or do you need to submit something to us? You can check the community stats. You're making an investment in Touchtown, and we want to make sure that you're getting your return. This is how you can track your usage and your community apps module data. You can request content partner access. That's a lot of what I do, as Mike mentioned. This is how you can request to partner with someone like Wowzitude or One Day University. You can order on-demand printing when you're ready to go live with your apps and you want to let people know in a physical way. You can order prints. You can add new modules to your app. You can request modules of the month. These are really cool modules that are themed around the stuff that you're already doing in your community. So these modules of the month can be added at any app level. You don't have to have all of the features to add these modules of the month. They're here for you to kind of take the burden off of making something that your community and your residents can use. We have a quick blog. You can get training and instruction. Like I mentioned before, you can click there. And we have a quick demo here, a user guide, our knowledge index, and most importantly, you can even schedule a time with a Touchtown staff member to sort of get you on the right track, make sure you know what you need to know. Our knowledge index is also very powerful. Anything that you can think to ask has probably been documented in here, and you can view by categories. You can also log into your content manager right from here and log into your community apps if you have that feature. Honestly, Town Square is a really powerful way for you to self-service Touchtown and for you to take the next steps in becoming a Touchtown Pro. And if you need a little extra help, you can always click support up here at the top of the page and find out how to get support or request or modify your login information. Find out, even more importantly, important information about how the product is functioning. Like I said, you can always get back to your content manager from here. And if we go click on that link, you'll see you're back here in the content manager homepage. Now, another important area, aside from these links up here at the top, is the content manager homepage body. This is going to have the most current, most up-to-date, most important information that you need to know as a Touchtown subscriber. These can be anything from important product alerts or new events that we're having with our partners or product updates with new features that you can use right away. As you can see here now, we have 2 partner events that we're focused on, from Wowsitude to One Day University, and these are happening next week. There are really great ways that you can add free Wowsitude tours to your calendar, and we're going to talk about those a little bit later. But this tour on the 22nd, we have 2 of them, one at 10 a.m., one at 2 p.m. They're both free for your community to add. They are live stream walking tours on the streets in Budapest. The Paris of the East, apparently, is something I learned. And they're going to be taking a look at the Buddha Hill Castle neighborhood and Buddha Hill Castle, which is apparently the most historic area of the city. So that's pretty exciting, and it's really easy to add that to your content manager or to your calendar. We also have One Day University, and they're going to be promoting a free President's Day week event with 6 presidential talks available for you from February 20th through the 26th, so that you can schedule out presidential content for your residents. History is always fascinating, and I'm really looking forward to this event personally. I hear they have a Rating the Presidents talk where they take the top 5 presidents and talk about why they are the top 5 presidents. So that's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. You can catch most of the important information, and the most important information, like how do I add this to my calendar? How do I schedule this, right here in the main body of the Content Manager homepage. Another area that's really exciting is the dates to remember section. And you can see we have a few modules of the month listed. We have Spunky Old Broads Month and National Senior Independence Month. These are monthly sort of holidays. We have other holidays. Today is Do a Grouch a Favor today, or Do a Grouch a Favor Day. And when you click on that, it should take you to a fun YouTube link, not a fun YouTube ad, but a fun YouTube link that's actually um, I Love Trash, Oscar the Grouch singing I Love Trash. A lot of these are articles with lists of ideas that you can do when planning activities, other supplemental information, or the President's Day one is a live stream that's going to be held on the 21st, a President's Day live stream. These modules of the month are also available here. Basically, these are all free resources for you to take your activities to the next level, to maybe have a laugh in the middle of a stressful day, or, like I mentioned before, these free modules of the month to allow you to add content into your app right off the bat with no hassle.
And we really want this page to look, we want it to feel like an extension of your team, right? So Vince is an extension of all of your teams in your community. If you're looking for content ideas, Vince can help. And that's really the goal of Touchtown with this redesign, is to allow you to come in and source ideas. We know that there's so much going on in your community. You already have a lot of ideas, but let's face it, you have our products, and it would be nice to help augment some of the stuff you're doing with additional programming, whether that be scheduled in the in-house channel, which Vince is going to talk about here soon. But if you just might want an idea to say, well, what can I do this week with my residents? So be on the lookout here for not only those special announcements and those things that we're offering next week, but we really want to start pushing, and I see, questions coming in right now of, how do we access this stuff more and more in advance? Well, that's our goal, is to push it out more and more in advance for you. So you're going to see that calendar push out more and more, so that you can get those ideas. We really want to not to be last minute, but to provide you ideas in your community, and again, to help supplement what you're already doing and just provide more ideas and content for you. So check back here. This is just the start. We just launched this not too long ago. So Vince and team are really doing a great job of populating this, working with our partners, but also curating content, which I know is the next thing Vince is going to talk about.
Absolutely. And Mike, you're exactly right. If you look up here at upcoming events, we have an event already out here in March 15th. We have Brain Awareness Week with Total Brain Health. They're one of our partners, and we're really excited to bring you on the ground, in the room brain games with live residents of a community. So it's really exciting. We can't wait to see what you take away and bring into your communities there. So you can check these upcoming events for the final word on what we have going on with partners. We do have content, and actually, let me switch into my other account here so that I can show you, like you would see. We have a ton of content that we've added, and I think Mike hit the nail on the head. Our vision is to give you as much content as we can, curated content, things that you're interested in. And for that to work, really, we need to hear from you. So if you have content that you really want to see, don't hesitate to jump into this support channel here and let us know. Request support, send us a message, or shoot us an email, or even leave it in the chat right here in this meeting. Is there content that you'd like to see? And while you're thinking about that, let me show you what we've already added. And there's a few different ways that you can add content here for your community. The first I'm going to show you is the Touchtown Presents YouTube video. This is a collection of videos that we've curated for you from listening to you and finding things that represent your interests. So if you click add and then you click YouTube video, you'll then see this little Touchtown Presents link. You can click on that and you'll see this entire library full of categories. We can take a look at tech tutorials, and you'll see Android and Chromebook and Cyber Seniors, which is a series of videos about cyber things that seniors might need to get their head around, DoorDash, and some Spanish videos and internet bookmarks, really handy videos. You can take a look at iPhone tutorials. It's a 13 video series or 12 video series on how to use your iPhone. We know that maybe people have gotten technology gifts over the holidays. How can we engage folks better, add value to folks' lives through technology? And this is a great way. First and foremost, let's help them learn how to use it. But there's also stuff like outdoors, from fishing, hiking, and hunting. We have learning with TED Talks, cooking and wellness, with a bunch of channels that we've curated, entertainment, arts and culture. There's live music and Netflix documentaries. These are all here available for you to schedule, and schedule very easily. You would just find the video you wanted to schedule, go ahead and click on it. You'd select your day. So let's say I want to have this go today, and we'll play the slide every 15 rotations. We're going to put it there. We're going to play it on our TV Plus channel, and we'll save. Now, that has been saved, and it's going to be a single occurrence that schedules out for you. So this is pretty useful stuff. We have this whole library which you can schedule in just a couple of clicks. Now, we do have other video files that you may not have seen there, and those are under this video file tab here. I should also mention one more thing before we get away from the YouTube videos. When you're in Touchtown Presents, you'll see some of our partners have free content in here as well. This is a great way to get associated, to get familiar with some of the partners that we have. Right now it's alive, fit, and free, but you will from time to time see partners pop up in here. Let's go back to the add button and we'll click video file. This is the other location for all of the video content that we have. Again, you're going to see if you have partnerships that you've connected with, if you have a subscription with these partners, like our friends at Eversound, and our friends at One Day University as well, and Spiro 100. You can click on those and see what is in there. Right now, we're going to click on Touchtown Presents, and you should see movies in here. And these are just a handful of public domain films that you can schedule, full-length movies. We expect these to be added to, and the YouTube videos to be added to weekly, bi-weekly. This is an ongoing content build out so that you have a resource library to pull from. So just because there's 10 or 12 in here right now doesn't mean that there's not going to be 20, 40 or more as the weeks go by. Aside from that, we have really strong capabilities with Touchtown Live as well, and partnerships available in there. You can schedule videos right from live videos right from your account into your TV Plus, into your digital signs. These are live video streams that you can set up, and we also have partners with Wowzitude and Touchtown Presents content here as well. So, Mike, I think that's pretty much a lot of what I have for the moment. Is there anything else with your vision of content that you have that I didn't touch on?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things to point out. So one of the things that you're going to be seeing from Touchtown is more and more content being dropped in these galleries. And a lot of it is driven from feedback from you. As Vince mentioned, everything that we've curated so far, we have a customer advisory board that we leverage, but we also get really candid and regular feedback from our customer base. We now have well over 2,100 communities that we serve. And oftentimes we get ideas from you on what type of content you would like to leverage. So always send those ideas to us so we can curate more content. Our goal is to be adding new content really every day. We really want to be adding new things in there for you every day, give you a purpose to come back into the Touchtown system, sign in, see what's upcoming. Of course, we'd like to do that as far in advance as possible, but just know that there's always limitations there. Like we get approached from partners literally every week that want to provide more content to us, whatever. But everything that we've talked about, everything Vince just showed you, is completely free, completely free. So our goal is to add free content for you, curate it for you to leverage, and put it across the platform. So there's a couple of different ways. Again, there's the content, the videos that he just showed you, being able to drop them into TV Plus and digital signs. But another one is the modules of the month, which has been huge. Where I know a lot of communities started to really leverage this at the start of the pandemic. But if you have our community app and you aren't going into Town Square, really, there's so much information here with modules of the month. And we do this every month where you go in and you can see different modules. And of course, this month being Black History Month, we have a module dedicated to that. But we also have just a variety of other great, here we go, American Heart Month. And this is plug and play. You drop it in, you request this, it goes right into your app for you. So that is, we really look at the strategy across the platform, not just TV Plus and digital signs, but also the app, and providing content for you all the time. So all of this is free. We also, as Vince mentioned, we also are partnering with a lot of folks. Aspira 100 being a great example of, or One Day University, providing their library of videos inside of Touchtown for mutual subscribers. So if you do have One Day University as an example, you have access to their content, but it's a simple thing to go into Town Square, let us know, fill out the form, say, hey, I have a subscription to One Day University, or I'd like one. And really it's a check and balance between our two companies, and then we turn that library on for you. So that furthers your investment in that content. If you are paying for it, then you can use it across our platform, of course. So a lot of different pieces here that we're really excited about to grow with. And again, having somebody like Vince really dedicated to the content, we see a part of our strategy going forward to help you with more content and of course, enrich the lives of more seniors with programming that helps, again, just supplement what you're already doing. And Vince, I think to that point, one of the things that I wanted to mention, we have just 2 slides. For those of you that aren't familiar with TV Plus, TV Plus is the in-house channel, in-room channel. And there's only a couple slides here, but the in-house channel, we have well over 1,000 of these installations across the country. And we really have seen an explosion in this since the pandemic started, the need to educate folks in their rooms and or enrich the lives of people in their rooms. And so one of the things that I wanted to point out here is, of course, many of you have seen that we recently acquired in the middle of 2021 a company called Sagely, and they bring in new products into the Touchdown platform. In fact, many of you that are with us today may be using the Sagely platform. The Sagely platform is, from a branding perspective, rolling up under the Touchtown umbrella. We treat it all as one Touchtown, but the Sagely product itself still has the Sagely name. But one thing I'd like to point out is that the TV in-room channel and the digital signs from Touchtown are compatible and work with Sagely, meaning you can take Sagely information and put it onto those platforms. But as a Sagely customer, you can also take advantage of all the content we just talked about. So when you have the TV Plus system or you have a Touchtown digital sign, you also get access to everything we just showed you, including the content, the partnership content, the free stuff, and also access to taking in content into the in-room, as well as live streaming, the Touchtown Live feature that we launched at the end of 2020, which has been absolutely remarkably huge for us in helping many communities live stream events, whether they be church services or yoga class or bingo, whatever it may be. We launched this proprietary live stream service, and we also have an integration with Zoom to make it easier for you to pump those live streaming events everywhere across the Touchdown platform. If you have Sagely, you can take advantage of all of that. They all work seamlessly together, and we're really excited about that. We launched that last year. So if you're sitting here and you have Sagely, just know that you can take advantage of all of this. So there's just a couple points here on this slide, and I know the next one, I'm talking about the YouTube videos and adding this to your channel lineup. But I think that's just an important point that I wanted to hammer home is we have that integration. So this really, if no matter what Touchtown product you have, Touchtown or Sagely, you can take advantage of all these pieces. So Vince, I know we wanted to hit just again on the next week is a big week. Not only is it 2/22/22, right? It's a big Tuesday. Literally, it's Tuesday, right? But we have some free things. I know you touched on it, but you mind just kind of hitting on that one more time?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We do have some cool stuff coming up next week. First and foremost, we have a Wowzitude tour on February 22nd, on Tuesday, as it were. We're going to be going to Buda Castle in Budapest, Hungary. Wowzitude does this really cool thing where they send out a PDF document every time they go on a tour, and this gives you high-level tour details, a couple of images to get you excited, and guide information, your tour guide information. But what is even cooler is they give you music selections and recipes and a whole load of ways to get your hands into the culture, immersed in that world before you go on this tour. And I think the nicest thing is they've been generous enough to give us 2 free tours on Tuesday. 2 tours for Tuesday, Mike. What do you think?
I think it's great. Yeah.
And they're going to be at 10 a.m. and at 2 p.m. If you're already a subscriber, it's really easy to set it up. You could just go ahead and click add. Then you can go ahead and click activity. I'm getting click happy here. I'm impatient. Give me one moment while it loads. Then you'll see Wowzitude. Of course, there's always Touchtown Presents. Every time you see that, I get excited. But Wowzitude, oh, excuse me, we do want to go to Touchtown Presents. Wowzitude is if you're an existing Wowzitude subscriber. We want to go to Touchtown Presents, Wowzitude free trial, and then you'll have your choice of 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. and getting it scheduled is really simple. That's coming up from Wowzitude. I did mention our partners at One Day University as well, and they have a week-long event where you have your choice of up to and including 6 presidential talks, and that's going to run the whole week. Those should be available maybe a little sooner than the 20th, but keep posted to the Content Manager homepage because that's going to have the most current information for you.
It's great, Vince. I want to address just a couple things. We have a couple more topics, but there was a couple questions, and apologies. There's a lot of questions coming in, so I want to make sure we get hit on a couple of them. For those of you that cannot see Touchtown Presents, we'll look into it. We have your names here. We'll follow up with you afterwards. There was a question about Volara, which I know was something we had a webinar a few months ago. Of course, we acquired a company called Volara. They do voice technology. We're very excited about this. We're actually building the Touchtown integration. It should be actually ready in a couple weeks. But the Volara product is ready to go. If you're looking to add Google or Alexa products into your community, that is now under the Touchtown umbrella. We're actually calling it Touchtown Voice. We'd love to talk to you about it. We're planning on talking about that probably next month to show off the integration with Touchtown fully in next month's Touchtown Talks, but I appreciate that question. I also want to point out just our partnership with Wowzitude We launched this a few months ago. We're really excited about the free tours that they're offering. As Vince just mentioned, these 2 tours on Tuesday, you can go to both of them. They are completely free to you. I really encourage you to take advantage of those free tours because they're awesome. They're completely live, interactive, and Susan and the Wilditude team, I think, just do a fantastic job. And also, from that perspective, Wilditude, you can subscribe. It's $100 a month, and they do a tour every week from around the world. Which it was, honestly, I love their product. I'll slow down, Kathleen. Sorry. I get so excited. The Wilditude product I love, and we are seeing so many of our Touchtown subscribers go into look at the Wilditude product, subscribe to it. It's $99 a month. You get a tour every week, again, live around the world. And it's so engaging, and it comes with a lot of great content with it as well. So if you're not subscribing, check out the free tours because I think you'll like it. And the investment is relatively small at $99 a month to get that experience every week, which again, really excited about. But we're also excited about the one-day university piece as well, and them giving out a lot of great content. But we have even more in March. So we have an event coming up in March. And Vince, why don't you just hit on that real quick?
So, Brain Awareness Week is a international event that focuses on brain health. Our partners at Total Brain Health have developed a series of brain games and memory enhancing techniques that they work with communities on the ground and teach these skills. I think they have a community right now where they have a handful of volunteers who are going to walk through these exercises live on March 15th at 2:30 p.m. To show you all how they work in practice, which is really exciting. I know that they also have other content that we hope to have coming soon, but the thing that I can talk about right now is the Brain Awareness Week live event on March 15th.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the Brain Health Awareness Week. There's going to be a lot of great content there. The ladies at Total Brain Health are just wonderful. And again, they're giving some content away for free. I encourage you to take advantage of. I know it's only a few short weeks away, but if you can manage into your schedule, I think it'll be worth it because they have a really great just product and how they help people. And again, we want to bring awareness to Brain Health Awareness Week as well. So look for that in March and look for every month for us to have theming like that going forward. I do want to bring in our special guests from Eversound at this point. Matt and Corey from Eversound are here today. We're gonna turn on the video here for everybody so they can see. Let's see, Matt, Corey, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Well, Matt and Corey, I would love to just start off. For those that are on the call that don't know about Eversound, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do, the background, and we'll go from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Michael, before I jump into that, I just want to thank you for allowing us to be on. I know Vince had said February 16th was, what was it, like make a grouch happy day? So I feel like you're making happy. So thanks, Mike. You're
You're
really
welcome.
fun.
That was what I could do today. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so for those of you that don't or aren't familiar with us, we're a company dedicated to improving social isolation by really trying to give every resident the gift of hearing and also having some of the online content to really just provide more enriching experiences. We really started this company, gosh, 5-6 years ago after I saw what my own grandmother went through. So she was the type of person, a part of the 80% that can't hear over the age of 85. And what the numbers say is about 1 in 5 that could benefit from a hearing aid are actually using one on a consistent basis. So we created a headphone communication tool to really enhance those communications, whether it's in group programming or one-on-one. So that has set us on this mission, and then working with amazing groups like Mike and the Touchtown team here to all work together.
Yeah, I love the story. I love the background. I've gotten to know Matt for just a while now. In fact, if you haven't seen our very famous video on LinkedIn together, Matt's a new girl dad. I had my third child here in about the same time frame. So we did a LinkedIn video talking about just dads and business, and we had a great time. So I love all the work that Matt's doing, and of course, I love to just talk dad things as well, and which baby's cuter, all those things. But the Eversound product and what they're doing is so awesome. So we're really excited about this partnership because we're taking some of the content that you have as well, and we're putting into the Touchtown platform. So why don't we talk a little bit about that, Corey? Probably for you, like talk about the content you have and all the things that you're offering through Touchtown.
Yes. So I'm going to show, oh, if you can give me, oh, I won't let me share my screen because of some recording permission, but that is okay. So we have a select offering inside of Touchtown where you can see some of our content. We have a wide variety of content that is fitness, entertainment, educational, dementia friendly, all sorts of programs that you can have for all of your residents. And then if you are an Eversound customer, you obviously that gets turned on for you and you can access all of it. But you can also, on our members portal, we have access to a lot of other programs that are PDFs, some that are standalone PDFs that you can print out and guide you through a whole program, and some that are supplemental PDFs that can go alongside videos to have a full guided experience that you kind of grab and go. And there's interactive videos that show you what you can do with all of the programs. And so it's really nice that Touchtown provides a great way to share these programs with your residents who you have access to Eversound and you can get all of this stuff, but it's a nice way to get it on TVs and different systems within the community. So yeah, I don't know if Matt, you want to share more about
Well, Corey, you're the expert here and have way cooler hair than me. But really, it's just a testament to Mike. I think as a company, right, content is king, and just providing content that's fresh, that's updated, that is enjoyable, that's new, that people will like. And just a big shout out to Mike and his team here for helping to curate that. And I know the industry, the providers are screaming, yelling to have more of us tech providers talking to one another, working together. And Touchtown is definitely a company that's doing that. So thanks for bringing us all together here, Mike, and continuing to put an awesome service and product into the world to help those residents.
I appreciate that, Matt. And likewise, I think that when we've talked about a lot of different type of content today, and there's a lot of varying degrees of quality in that content. Of course, we source it all. We try to pick the best. And I could say, just having personally looked at some of the Eversound content, it is top notch. It really is top notch. And I know Corey and team just take a lot of pride in curating this content. And we get a lot of great feedback on it. So the fact that it is available to you, I encourage you all to take advantage of that. I think it's a great exposure to all the great things that Eversound is doing. But I do want to take a moment because we have a few minutes here, Matt, and also just talk about the core product. Because content is just one part of your business. You mentioned you're in the business of helping people experience their lives and hear it. Maybe you could speak for a minute just about the core piece of your business and how you could help everyone that's on the call today.
Yeah. So I think I think all of us that work in the senior living community, not myself included, I'm just working in this home office now. But I think you can kind of think of the group programming scenario, right? Where everybody's hearing's all over the place. Some people need the volume up, others want the volume down. There's just not a happy medium. We like to refer to that as volume wars. So we've created a system, and I'll actually move my screen up so you can see Miss Josie behind me. I'll tell you about her in a second. But we've created a system that utilizes an amplifier to share sound, whether through television, AV system, computer, laptop, or microphone. It will then broadcast to up to 120 headphones in the same 200-foot range. In each headphone, you can turn it up or turn it down. So we're finding people using this in, of course, bingo, right? People are using it to actually hear the numbers again. We're also having people using this in resident council meetings, worship services, watching movies, television. We're also having people using it on the clinical side for PT and OT, having people using it on tours and as a way to differentiate and really provide a more experiential experience. We also have people using it for family visits, where Miss Josie behind me celebrated her 100th birthday during the pandemic. Her family, you can see to the side here, couldn't go inside, but they're able to use our system to sing to her and wish her a happy birthday. So able to give her experience that, hey, my 100th birthday, I hope it's a rager of a party, and to think that I could still talk to my family is super powerful.
That is awesome. I love that story. And of course, we're talking about engaging residents with content. It's the business that we're all in, but it's a mission that we're all a part of, right? Like that's for us, especially I know the Eversound team, Touchtown team, very alike, that we are very mission driven, that we are helping a ton of seniors every day live better lives. That's important to me. I know it's important to Matt. I know it's important to Corey. I know it's important to all of us, everyone on this call. So, when we talk about the great content that we have, if your residents can't hear it, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And so I think that this was a great way for us. Today's theme was a lot about content and things we're doing as a company at Touchtown. But I'm really thankful to have you here because the work you're doing is so wonderful. I see you're getting shout outs in the chat here, Matt. Eversound's a wonderful program. I love it. It's life changing. I've seen it. I've seen it all over the place. But I think that the partnership between us, right, and being able to deliver great content and have people really hear it and engage with it is so important.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I'll mention too, and thank you, Amy, for the nice comment there. If there are joint customers on here, I do see some familiar names in the chat. You have access to all this stuff, so just let us know. We can turn it on for you. And we're here, as Mike said, we're here to partner with you guys, make sure that we're helping and making lives easier, and really providing some of these meaningful moments for you.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Corey, Matt, thanks for being here. We got just 3 minutes left. I'm going to wrap up, but thank you for sharing your story. And most of all, thanks for sharing your content too. Really appreciate that. So if you haven't talked to the Eversound guys, please reach out to Matt. I know he'd love to talk to you, show off pictures of his beautiful baby daughter. You have to get through that first, but it's not really getting through it. It's just he's a beautiful kid. So, but anyway, Corey and Matt, thank you so much for being here. So I have a couple things just to close us out. Again, I hope that you've enjoyed the content and you'll join us every month for this. We'll have more partners. We'll have more information, some about Touchtown, but some about just other great information in the industry. But one thing I'd like to leave you with is a little bit forward thinking. And as Touchtown grows, as many of you know, we were acquired several years ago. We have now acquired several companies and growing rapidly. We want to bring more services to you. And so one of which is our impactful digital signs. Some of you know digital signs as it is today, but we have a strong presence in hospitality as well. And so I bring this up as an idea generator because many of you contact me and say, I'd love for my community to be different and show content differently. And when you walk in, be wowed. We want it to look more high end, so many different things. And so we want to share these slides as ideas of projects that we have done as a company. You can see the technician putting up this very large screen to share artwork and pictures and information in communities. We have this technology. We want to show it off into senior living. Touchtown and our parent company, Uniguest, are in a variety of different verticals, one of which being senior living, of course. We're very passionate about that mission, but we're really just passionate about bringing technology to everybody. And as you look at the signage at the Super Bowl, and for those of you who have ever been to MetLife Stadium where the Giants play, we actually power every screen in that stadium. That is our company, and we want to bring that technology into senior living as well. So we have a variety of offerings. We mentioned Velara. We show the impactful the signage here that we believe can really help your communities stand apart and deliver content in new and different ways. So if you're ever interested in talking about those things, I really would welcome those conversations. And we'll be showing off more of that forward-thinking piece, whether it be Velara, whether it be these types of projects in this particular setting. So I welcome you to join us every third Wednesday of the month for Touchtown Talks. I want to give a big thanks to Vince and Ben and Matt and Corey for joining me. I know next time we will have more staff here to help answer the questions because I know I'm trying to answer the chats or at least visually watch the chats and talk, and I'm just not that good at that. Let's be honest. But I will talk slower next time as well. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate everyone being here. I hope to see you at the next Touchtown Talks, and we'll see you next month. Please go take advantage of the content. Thanks, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.